Hey guys, I want to do a video on this pump and dump that I traded the other day and really just show you guys why I took the short on it and why didn't it get faked out by the pump and dump. I wanted to make money on DraftKings going down, and I'll tell you exactly why. Hopefully this video will keep you from getting stuck in this trap one day. Hey, hopefully this video will help you make money one day. That would be freaking awesome. So I'm going to explain to you why I took the short trade, and I'm also going to explain to you why I think this type of price action, specifically this type of pump, happens. It's just my best guess. There's not a soul out there that can tell you exactly why this price action happens, but I see it happen all the time. And I personally think it's something algorithmically going on with brokers. But hopefully one of you guys can put some more information in the chat that might help clear it up for me as well. But I'm just going to give you my best guess on what happened. So what we're looking at right now is a 15-minute chart. This is DraftKings, and DraftKings was on this nice bull run, this nice bullish price action, and it hadn't tested this 200-day moving average on a 15-minute chart in over a week. Eventually, you can see here the price action began to consolidate on this 100% level here on this Fibonacci, and it created magnetism. Instantly, you could see this zone was magnetic for DraftKings, okay? And on this day here, the 23rd, it broke through and had this really nice bullish price action along with the rest of the market, which kind of overextended it. It caused, when the whole market is bullish, it causes some stocks to get overextended that don't want to be overextended quite yet and make for a good short opportunity. So not only did it break through the zone here, but we had the 200-day moving average meeting up with this 100% level at the same time. So this is where I wanted to short it. Now, if we zoom in here, let's go to a 1-day, 1-minute chart. Actually, I'm going to pull up a 20-day, 1-minute charts. All right, so this is that day right here. You can see I took a short in the pre-market, and then we had, shortly into the trading session, we had this very bullish run here. Super steep price action, and along the way with this steep price action, we had increasing volume on almost every volume bar. So as this was getting pumped up, volume was increasing through the whole pump, which is leading up to a pump and dump. When you see stuff like this happen, you have to be aware, is this stock actually bullish, or is it just being manipulated for a hard sell-off? And what the main thing I want you to see in this video is what that looks like. And this is what it looks like. You have this very bullish price action here, very steep candlesticks with increasing volume like this after every candlestick. And then you have the hard sell-off afterwards. So when the market opened up, I saw this happening and it didn't fake me out. The younger me would have looked at this and said, oh gosh, look at this increasing volume followed by increased bullish price action, and I would have closed the short trade because I didn't want to lose money. But I actually added to the short trade at near the top of this bull run and was able to make just a little bit more off of it for the day. And you can see that on the day, I closed the trade with about a little over 3%, a little under 3% gain on that with my entries. And you can see ultimately on the day, this zone was magnetic once again. Price action bounced here and consolidated, and this was the support for the remainder of the trading session. Now, if you're in the trading day and all you can see is this price action right here, you don't see the rest of the price action happening yet. This looks very scary, obviously. But when you step out, you look at the big picture, the plan for the day ended up playing out and everything was all good. Now, why do I think this happened? Now, I'm just going to give you my best guess. Nobody out there knows, but in my opinion, this has something to do with algorithms and brokers. Why do I think it's possibly a broker? I think a broker probably pumped this because brokers, unlike hedge funds and money or market makers, whatever you want to call them, brokers can see the orders coming in for the day, and they are the middleman between you and the market. And so they can see that there was a lot of short momentum, there was a lot of downward momentum in the stock for the day, and they wanted to get above that downward momentum and take out and absorb as many of these shares as possible, as many of these shorts as possible before the market sold off, so they could profit off of the downward momentum. Now, you can go back and forth on whether that's legal or not illegal for brokers. Lots of people say that brokers are fiduciaries, so they shouldn't be doing stuff like that. But lots of people will tell you in different places, you can find in different places of the internet where people explain how brokers do stuff like this, unfortunately. So all in all, I felt like the stock was very bearish for the day. And when I go back and look at SPY on the 24th as well, I was watching the overall market with SPY. And this was the market the same day. This is SPY. It opened up at a little over 500,000 shares, and this price action, just from me watching the market for a very long time, although this was some bullish price action here, it wasn't looking overall bullish for me. I did not like this big green candle opening up with 500,000 shares. It's a big candle for not that many shares at the open, followed by these hard sell-offs, giving it up right away. So this was telling me that, hey, we might, bounce around for a while, but all in all, the market might have it might be selling off today. It might be a red day. And that was giving me confidence in taking the short trade in DraftKings as well, knowing that there was a lot of downward magnetism. And so that is also why I was wanting to take the trade, because I knew the overall market was in my favor for the day. So what I want you guys to take out of this video is just recognizing this when it happens. When you're trading something where you've done your homework and you know that the market is likely, is it feeling like it's going to be a bearish day or it's feeling bullish, you've done your homework, and something like this happens either to the buy side, or this can also happen to the sell side as well, where there is a sell-off with increasing volume like this as well. Don't let it shake you out. Obviously, if you're not confident in the direction for the day and you don't really know what's going on, definitely close out your trade, because you don't want to be in a trade where you don't have confidence. But when you do see this does not always mean that something is bullish. When you see a rapid buy up, rapid increase in price action followed by increasing volume along every single candlestick, that does not always mean that the stock is bullish. This could be a broker or a money maker, a market maker manipulating the stock for the day to try to absorb as many of the shorts as possible, so that that way they can make money on this downward momentum. You have to take yourself out of the moment sometimes to consider what might be going on and understand that, hey, the overall momentum on the big picture for the day is still bearish. And that's why I was able to I added at the top of this bull run here, knowing and sensing that this was premature and that it was not going to hold. So just know that this is not always bullish. That's the main thing for the day. If you think you might know what else might be going on here, definitely leave some comments for me. I'd love more input. I'm always looking to learn more about what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to brokers and money or market makers, because all that stuff is super hush hush, and it definitely shouldn't be. So, all right. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully this saves you one day, but also hopefully it makes you some money one day. That would be awesome. I will see you guys in the next video.